Arsenal won, Brighton won, we have done it. I don't know how on earth Tottenham have done it, but we have just secured Champions League football. We have secured a top 4 place today. Of course, the last couple of results in the Premier League haven't gone Tottenham's way. Last weekend, losing against West Ham at home. This weekend, losing against Brighton by the same scoreline, 1-0 yesterday. It just looked all over yesterday. It looked like it just wasn't going to happen, and everything was been doom and gloom over the last 24 hours. But the results today, wow. Manchester United drew 1-1 away at Huddersfield. Arsenal have drawn 1-1 at home to Brighton. Chelsea got a win at home against Watford. It makes the Premier League very, very interesting now. Liverpool, of course, are top, having played 37. They're on 94 points. Manchester City, they've got their game in hand tomorrow night against Leicester. They're on 92 points. And then it's really interesting. Chelsea are now in 3rd place. They have leapfrogged Tottenham. They've played 37. They've got 71 points. Tottenham are now in 4th place and will either be 3rd or 4th. At the end of the season, we've got 1 game left, as all of the other clubs have. 1 game left, and Tottenham are sitting in 4th with 70 points. Arsenal are in 5th at the moment. Again, played 37. They are on 67 points. We have an 8-goal advantage over Arsenal, so it is it's never going to happen, is it? It's never going to happen that Arsenal are going to be 4th, even if they won their last game. Because of the goal difference. And Pochettino said, didn't he, a couple of weeks ago, that he thinks that it might have gone down 2 goal difference, and it still could if we lose our game against Everton final day of the season. Manchester United, they drew, as I say, 1-1 away at Huddersfield. They're on 66 points, so it looks highly likely Arsenal and Manchester United Europa League football next season. Of course, Arsenal and Chelsea, it does look highly likely that they will get in the final of the Europa League. So if one of those teams were to play in the final, or both of them play in the final, then really you'd be looking at a Chelsea win. So this, interestingly, is the 4th. It's going to be the 4th consecutive season under Pochettino that we have qualified for Champions League football. Of course, we have all tasted the Champions League football over the last 3 seasons under Poch, and it is just something that you just do not want to miss now. You never ever want to miss Champions League football. Once you've experienced it, and certainly going to the semi-finals this season, you want it all the time. It is, the nights of Champions League football are the best. They are the greatest. It is the greatest competition in club level. So it is something that we want to keep, and I'm so glad that we have got that for next season. The last few weeks have been extremely difficult. Like I say, I don't know whether, celebrating today other people's results. It is something that us Spurs fans don't want to do. You want to think that we've done it on our own merit, but the results in the top 4, these teams challenging for those, places, 3rd and 4th in the Premier League. Manchester City and Liverpool haven't wrapped up the 1st and 2nd, but the results over the last few weeks have been ridiculous. Like, nobody wanted to actually finish in these places. Tottenham included. The results have been abysmal. Arsenal's results have been abysmal. Manchester United, what's happened to them? Ever since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer signed the deal, their results have been dreadful. They haven't got the results. Chelsea got their result finally today. Their results haven't been that great either. But it is also the 3rd consecutive season that Tottenham have actually finished above Arsenal in the Premier League. That now brings me on to final day of the season, the game's final day of the season, affecting who's going to win the Premier League, providing that Manchester City get a draw or a win tomorrow night against Leicester at home. But the final day of the season, Brighton will play Manchester City, and Liverpool will play Wolves at Anfield. This is interesting because obviously all of us Tottenham fans want to finish 3rd. A lot of us thought that we will finish 3rd. Certainly over the last few months, you'd think that 3rd was all wrapped up, and we should have had it all wrapped up. But Tottenham will play Everton at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and Leicester will play Chelsea. So let's hope that Leicester get a result in that game. and do us a favour, and most importantly, we get the result as well. You know, as a Spurs fan, I hate relying on other teams' results. You know, I'm a great believer of, you know, just concentrate on what you're doing, make sure that you're doing the right thing and getting the results, and you know, you don't ever want to rely on other teams winning. And I know we've done that today, and we've secured the Champions League place and a top 4 place, which was highly important. And after the week we've had, you know, three defeats actually, at home to West Ham, in the Champions League, at home to Ajax, and then yesterday Bournemouth. I just hope now that this gives Tottenham a huge lift. We have got such an important game on Wednesday in the Champions League. You know, now we've wrapped up the top 4 place in the Premier League. I hope that we just go all out, all guns blazing, for the Ajax game and get the result and actually put us in the final, highly likely against Barcelona, but I don't care who it is. To get in a Champions League final would just be absolutely incredible. Something, you know, dreams are made of, and you know, what an occasion that would be. But cannot wait for the next, you know, this next 7 days of football now, and it gives us, all of us Tottenham fans, this huge confidence that we are playing Champions League football again. We've finished above Arsenal again in the league season, and yeah, big 7 days coming up. So come on, you Spurs.